Hi guys, I'm Ed.
And I'm Harry.
Last night the Nintendo Switch was announced with its games, price point and release date.
Let's talk about that.
We made that joke already, haven't we?
Oh yes we did, but I don't think anyone got it the first time round, so happy to make it again.
There it is again. Anyway, like we said guys, last night the Nintendo Switch was announced and we got its price, we got its release date, and we got some of the games that we can expect over the coming year.
Indeed, so I want to go from the top with the price point. So it'll be $300 in the US, and as usual the UK gets a bit screwed over, a bit more expensive, £280.
Now this isn't a terrible price point, it's already a little expensive for what the unit is. We were kind of expecting a 200 price point from a lot of the forecasts, but they're kind of hard to always believe sometimes. I was expecting to pay £300 for the unit. So frankly, the price point for me is actually okay. The one reason I'm dissatisfied with the price point is because of the next bit of information. Now, you know the Joy-Con controllers, the little slide in and out things that you get on the side of the unit? These are priced extortionately. Let me give you a rundown. An additional Joy-Con controller is going to set you back about $50. Buying a pair of these controllers costs about $80, which is, it's nice of them to make that a reduced price, but still very expensive.
So we think the reason why these controllers have now been priced so high is because they've introduced this new feature, which is this sort of infrared sensor, which is on the side of the Famicom controller.
Yes.
So what you can do is hold it and sort of make hand gestures and do things like that. It's another Nintendo gimmick that no one really asked for, and it's made the cost price prohibitively high. Now, apparently the system can support up to 8 players in some games playing locally. That's a lot of controllers to buy for your mates.
That's crazy money to have to spend as well. But part of the thing that makes this whole pricing so frustrating is the 32GB standard memory that it comes with.
Crazy.
That's pathetic. That was what the Wii U had in its Dulux bundle. iPhones come with a base of 64 in most models now. You're doing worse than mobile phones. However, that being said, they can expand with SD cards. But that's just more money. That's more money for a system that's already totting up its price for more than it should be. And that is very, very frustrating.
Now, one thing we didn't mention or talk about was the processing power when you take this thing out and about with you.
You're right, they didn't talk about that.
No, and that's the one thing we wanted to know about, because the best gimmick of this console is that you can take Zelda and take these AAA games out on the go, but the rumour is that they'll only run at about 40% processing power, and they didn't confirm or deny whether that was true.
No, so have they removed that lock? Have they made it now uncapped? Is it definitely capped? Is it worse than that? We don't know, but I mean, these games consoles are only going to run for about 2.5 hours to 6 hours depending on your usage. So I think they said that Breath of the Wild being run would only get about 3 hours. Which isn't bad, it's not great, but I imagine through time and with portable phone chargers being the thing they are now, I imagine just slotting in a USB just to charge it up on a wall or a battery is not going to be a problem.
Indeed. So, speaking of Breath of the Wild, let's talk about the games. And there were only 3 launch titles announced.
It's just pathetic. I mean, obviously Breath of the Wild having a new trailer was very wonderful, a wonderful shot of Link looking over a vast landscape of no Switch launch titles at all. It was just pathetic. Like, I mean, but the trailer for that was the coolest and most exciting thing about the entire reveal for me, personally.
I mean, it wasn't really enough, because it's also being launched simultaneously on the Wii U, so it's not even a console exclusive for day one launch.
That's a good point. I mean, the other 2 games that they announced were one called 1-2 Switch, and then there was also another one called Super Bomberman! I love Super Bomberman. The last Bomberman game I played was back on the DS, and I really, really want to play it on this. I mean, frankly, it's probably going to be a little bit shit, but like, it looked interesting enough and the trailer captured me, so I might buy that. I don't know about you.
I don't know, but I mean, again, not a very strong showing for your launch day, guys. I mean, there are a lot more games coming out over the coming year.
Yeah, they've announced a load of those. We've got a list of some of them here. So there's games like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, we've got some Dragon Quest games. Skyrim was obviously given off with the Switch trailer when it was first announced.
5-year-old game, sorry.
Yeah, you know, just slightly crap. Fire Emblem games are going to be coming. We've got Farming Simulator, apparently. So for you farming guys out there, we've got that. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, this was a dividing thing because it's just a port of the Wii U version with some new stuff.
Yeah, with all the DLC from the previous version, which should have been included at launch in the first place, guys. I mean, come on.
I mean, it's just Mario Kart. How hard is it to develop?
But it does have the Splatoon characters in it, so it's becoming sort of like Super Smash Bros. Karting Bros. Wii.
Yeah, something like that.
Time.
And Splatoon 2 is also one of those titles coming out, as well as Stardew Valley, Shovel Knight, Steep, and Super Mario Odyssey, which actually looks really fun. I don't like Mario or Sonic or things like that, but this game did make me go, I'm going to buy that, I'm going to try that.
It's your standard Mario 3D platformer for the system. I mean, I'll wait and see if I'm impressed with it or not.
Yeah, I suppose. But I mean, those list of games, they're all right, but there's so many big misses there. Where was Super Smash Bros. For the Switch? Where's Monster Hunter for the Switch? Encouraging local multiplayer or online multiplayer with Monster Hunter on the Switch would be amazing. And where's all the other good IPs like Pikmin or Metroid that we want to see?
Yeah.
I haven't seen these being announced. Admittedly, they have said that over 50 studios are developing over 80 games. So
where were they?
I know, just get them done earlier. You knew that you were going to be releasing it. You knew the world was waiting. You knew you're behind. You could have done a lot more with this, but they didn't. Look, I'm happy with it. I don't think they've done the best job with releasing, mostly because of the games and the slightly unfair price point. But if you wait, the prices are going to come down. And if you wait, the game library is going to be a bit bigger. Is it worth buying on launch date unless you're obsessed with Nintendo? I'm going to say no. But
who wants to
it's
wait?
Worth getting. But that's the thing. People who might, like the idea of that, maybe their friends get it. I don't know. If you're not into Nintendo consoles, you're not into handheld, this probably isn't going to be for you, if we're totally frank.
So, but that down, but I guess we'll have to wait and see when it comes out.
Indeed, which will be March the 3rd, and I will certainly be buying one. So rest assured, you will be seeing some Nintendo Switch content right here on GameHog.
I think I'll wait a few months.
Fair enough. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed the Nintendo Switch being announced and all the stuff, let us know in the comments. Let us know what you liked about the announcement. What did you hate about the announcement? What games were you pleased to see? What are you excited for? What were you disappointed in? Are there any games that you didn't see or haven't been announced that you want to see? We want to hear all of your opinions right down there.
Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video and comment all those things we told you to do, and we will see you in the next video.
Take care, guys. Bye, Z's.